Did you have fun with the game? Yeah, it was difficult, but that was intentional, and we have some finishers, so that was also good. And today we are talking how that works. It works with Silverstripe. And also we will tell you what we are using it normally for. So we are starting with the reason for such an interface, and then we will continue how the model is and how we are implementing it. In the model, we will remind you of something from your studies, from your computer science studies, if you had one. And at the end, of course, we will share these Bs with the winners. We will see. But first, yes, I'm always surprised by my own slides. It's fantastic. So what I want to say, I'm recognizing that we are using Silverstripe in other cases than the others. So I have a history of talks that everyone finds interesting, but no one finds useful. We will see how this is this time. So it was in Malta, it was front-end editing, then it was headless, and a data manager. I got a little bit response, but also not really. So next is conversational interfaces. And first up, the most important thing of this is someone tried this. And the answer was, of course, a painful death, because that's how the game works. So this is important to say. We are all used to conversational interfaces, but they are all connected to an AI normally, today. And this talk is not about AI. It's we are. Yeah, interesting. In Hamburg, I asked who is using Copilot, and it was not so much. But today's it's just normal thing, daily work. But it's good to have something that's not AI. And for this project, it's really good to have something which you have under control, so that nobody tries to persuade your AI to give you the prize, right? So, my colleague Bennet, he's responsible for these projects in our company, and he will tell you a little bit more about the projects we normally do with this engine.
Yes, so I'm working with the agency Implicit, and they are a POS agency, so point of sale in the supermarket mainly. So point of sale, it's very important for them to grab everyone's attention to the products, and well, when you visit a supermarket and you look around, you notice too many things, but you focus on like 1 or 2% of what you see, and the rest is like unnoticed. And they try to improve this.
Ein Schritt vorgehen.
Yeah. They improve this by making attention, trying to grab everyone's attention to the brands who they are working with. And we have several online games which will be like the connection between the supermarket and the further interaction with the brand. So they don't just want that the brand is in the supermarket and you go straight to your favorite brands, but they like put up grand big displays, working with big titles and like grabbing everyone's attention to do more with the brand. And that's like in our cases with lottery games or cashback promotions, which all are running with Silverstripe with us. And so big consumer brands use Silverstripe with us. And we have 2 examples here.
We asked and we are allowed to show them.
We were surprised. Yeah. Like adding, I don't know if you know it, the text markers and so on. we have currently running, gewinne ein Fahrrad, win a bicycle site where you put in like all your data, name, address, and upload a receipt where you bought an adding, and so they try to improve that you have interacted with the brand and will interact in the future as well. At least that's what they hope. And this is one case. We have a Silverstripe CMS running with multiple languages and check for the receipts. And this is, as well in the other case, pretty hard.
Mm-hmm. To check the receipts.
Check the receipts, because like, is the product on? Is this legit? Did you upload it once or many times? And yes, it happens. And like, we have teamed up with other companies that they check the receipts that were uploaded, but often the automatic check is not working well, and they check like every second. So 50% is manually checked, and that's not that good, but it's working.
Yeah, and this is online at the moment. It's not available in the UK, but in Germany, Austria, Netherlands, France,
Spain,
and
yeah. And some countries are working well, others don't. Which leads us to the next project. CZ is a new upcoming product in Germany. We bought some packages here yesterday as well in the UK, but in Germany it's new, and it's a cashback site which we built, and as well it's an upload field, you name it, your data, your places where you've bought everything, the CZ products, and you can get back your cash, which is like 240 to 80 euros. It's not much, but they have like 20,000 euros per week and over 7,500 participants. And this is like going 1 year off until next year. So they are trying to reach as many guys and boys and girls and everyone who's happy to try CZ. Yes. And one thing which I already shown was these games,
The simplest mechanism,
the
lottery games.
Yeah.
Which is, you have a QR code on the promo, and then you just give a name and email and a zip code in the market, and accept the conditions, just a regular formula. And these are sometimes really successful because they are shared on social media and everyone participates.
They shared the CZ cashback site even before this site was on, and everyone was like, trying to get their cashback even the site wasn't really on.
It's, for us it's really fascinating because it's really hard work to scan the receipt and upload it and something for 2 euros, right?
And we are always wondering if it's like really useful, because you upload and then you close the website and it's gone. Like, I can't remember which site I opened yesterday.
Yes.
Yeah,
well, but then the client wanted to use WhatsApp, and that's really interesting.
Yeah, so WhatsApp is other tool, other way to interact with the brand, which we are, currently, I think we're running 3 campaigns on it. Mm. And in WhatsApp, there's your chat, which you can always see through. it's never gone. You can always check out what you wrote, and that's one of many reasons why we are try to use WhatsApp. And WhatsApp is a platform which you all know. You don't have a fairly new website where you have to check, oh, where can I upload, where can I put in my data, because you know WhatsApp it's just a conversation tool. You write, you get an answer, you write, you get an answer. So it's very basic, and everyone knows, and that's what we are doing with WhatsApp as well.
Yeah.
But, you know, WhatsApp, your mileage may vary. Well, at the start, we had to figure out how to use WhatsApp, because WhatsApp, we use the API from WhatsApp Manager, which is connected to Facebook, and Facebook Developer, and we had to figure out where to go in these platforms and to link and to get everything up running. But when we figured it out, it was very easy to run, not easy to debug, because our messages were not really really good. You
just get none. You just get no messages if something is wrong.
And also like other small things like which name of the channel is the name which is allowed by WhatsApp. They have huge guidelines of naming, like you cannot impersonate someone else and so on. And we are working for Implicit, who are working for Kellogg's and I don't know, other brands. So it's hard to get a name, but we figured it out somehow and got approved. And then we started conversations with clients, and we as a company cannot start when we don't have a number. So that's like one of the things you have to remember when you're using WhatsApp. The clients have to write us, and then we are allowed to write back within 24 hours. And this is cheap, this is cost-free. And when you are writing back later, you have to send in a template which must be approved by WhatsApp Meta, and then you can write again, but then this will cost, depending on is it marketing, is it management, but as soon as you got a phone number, you can always write with the clients.
Yeah, you remember the game? You had to scan this QR code, and then you had to send the message. That was the initial message has to come from you. We cannot write you from the beginning.
That's what we used with the link. The link also provided a start message, which you just had to click and to send. So pretty easy to start with. And not so easy part is the handling with the answers, like when you have a free text interface where nothing is, where everything is possible. It's really hard to get the right answer, so you have to ask the right questions, or you have to allow many possibilities. So
we will see this in the game. We have some example answers that you gave us and which we didn't expect.
Yeah. So
So the basic solution is very simple. It's a basic API. It's you define a webhook, and if it works, then it receives messages from WhatsApp, and then you have a controller which takes the messages and then creates a participant or searches for a participant. This participant has a state, and depending on the state, it gives an answer. That's everything, right? And this is a basic solution, and the naive implementation is like this. And that to say, I really like having a first implementation like that. So our first project was like that because then you can try out what can happen, what cases do you have, and what do you have to process and what do you have to normalize in the answers and so on. But there's a problem. There are many problems, but the main problem is things change. These clients tend to change texts, change logic. Oh, we have to ask for the zip code first. And like this, or allow more answers, or many things. And another problem is we need to run multiple campaigns at once. This is also very cumbersome if you do it in an if statement in a controller. So, oh, if you don't recognize her, that's my wife. So she's a project manager in my company, so she always checks everything. And that's me. You recognize me. So, let's do finite state machines. Who remembers finite state machines? Yes, I really like models which you can really use in the reality, but I never had the chance to implement finite state machines. So finite state machines are models which have states and defined transitions, and depending on the input, the state changes. In this case, it's only the timer. That's the simplest basic example of a traffic light. It's a strange traffic light because it goes from red to directly to green. I don't know where it does so. There are some. There are various variations of traffic lights. And this is another. There are two main types of finite state machines. The first one is an acceptor. Do you recognize what this accepts? Sorry? Yeah, this is a HTML token. It's either a text or a tag or a closing tag, and this can be used to make a token. For the second variant of a finite state machine is a transducer. I like this word. It's great. Transducer. And the basic thing is just it makes some output. So on any input, it takes a transition and it makes an output. That's exactly what we need for our model. So the general conversation model is you have projects, and the projects have certain states, and the states have transitions. And we added something like we named triggers, because you can have multiple triggers to take a transition. Sometimes it's when you have a multiple choice question, then it's A, or A with the dot, or the whole thing, the whole answer, or such things. You have multiple triggers. And then we have participations. That's the generalization of a participant. We have one participation in a project, and it consists of a list of messages, and these messages are created from someone else. There we can implement different inputs. This is, as an example, we built, not as an example, as a current status, we implemented a WhatsApp bridge. So the webhook will write messages. That's now the solution flow. The webhook calls again the controller and searches for participation. The participation is connected with the project. In a WhatsApp project, it's by the number and the date of the project, so that it knows which project is meant. And then the project has its configuration, its state configuration, and knows what can be done. The participation, of course, has a state, but that's just a relation to a given state. So in Silverstripe, that's just a basic model admin. We don't customize much in model admins. It's just a model admin with a project. A project has just a title, start date, end date, an outside period text. If you try to start the game now, you will get an exception. this text. And there are also some trick fields below that, so that you can define numbers which can participate outside of the period, so that you can test it. And the projects have states. A state is just has a name and a description and a project, and it has a list of transitions. You see, maybe you recognize this. This is the intro, where you can go left, right, and center. And here you see also the triggers. It's only left, right, and center. The transitions have the output text. If you write left, then you get the next output text. And then you transition from state intro to state room 1. We have additional functionality, a save field. We can define save fields which allow us to save things like the zip code. If you enter the zip code, then it's saved with the participant. And the transitions have triggers. This is an example of a real project where the client wanted to have a thumbs up, and then you have to define all the thumbs up that are there in WhatsApp, and you have to normalize it. So we make it case insensitive. We have regex and also emojis and reactions. So you can either write a thumbs up or react with a thumbs up. That's for us the same. And fantastic thing, we have a little button view graph, which takes us to a state diagram, which is really useful in debugging flows, because so you have the overflow, the overview, and see what's happening and where you are stuck. And this is a real-world example where you can see you start, and then you accept conditions, you answer some questions, and then you get to the end. And you might wonder, how does this game look like? So this is the game. So kudos to Bennet who configured that.
And this is not everything.
This is not the whole game.
It's, well,
it's continued
I think
here.
we have 11 rooms or so.
Yeah. Yeah, for me, I always get in a loop on the left side. So there are modules. Yeah, I created them on Hack Day, but I didn't get to writing READMEs. I have to generate the READMEs from somewhere. And so there are two modules, Silverstripe Conversation. That's the model which we presented here. And then there's a separated thing, Conversation WhatsApp. That's the WhatsApp webhook that writes the messages. And to start with WhatsApp, the simple instructions are you go to developers Facebook.com, add a business app, add WhatsApp, generate token, add webhook. And then you swear because it doesn't work. And then you go back and debug it. So because, as I said, we don't optimize model admin so much. We use it for configuration, but for daily work, if you are getting 1,000 conversations, then you don't want to get in model admin. So we are using a front end. That's a data manager from last year, which we have configured so that you have an overview what's happening right now. And if you click on it, then it's you get the conversation. So we see everything that you have done.
And we can answer.
And we can answer, yes. And we can also send a template. And at the top, there would be the save fields if we had save fields. Yeah. This is not included in the modules. So this is of our project, but we can share it if someone is interested. And now we are getting to the silver honeycore. Yeah, we have 9 finishers, and we had some casualties on the way. So, but that was expected. Actually, we didn't expect someone to finish that soon as a test. So all finishers get a cookie. Please come to it after the talk. But first of all, of course, the winners. We have one honorable mention. No, yes, we have the hardest question seemed to be this. What is the name of Silverstripe translation module? And we were not aware that you can make that many errors.
Oh, Silverstripe.
Yeah, the Silverstripe is Werner, just to say.
But that's what I said earlier. It's really hard to get like the right answer you want to hear in an open field.
In a text adventure, you want to be hard. You don't want to allow any things. But in a brand awareness thing, you want to the people to get through your questionnaire. The correct answer is tractor called Silverstripe Fluent, but in the correct spelling. So, honorable mention for teamwork. Someone managed to do it with 0 deaths. I call it the ant race. You push your followers through the thing and let them die, and then you follow up. Without dying? Yeah, that's 0 deaths and only 70 messages. That's great. But it's not a B worth. I'm sorry. The fastest, Michael. You get a B. So only 18 deaths, that's fantastic, and only 51 minutes. We didn't expect that. That's really great. But there was one guy who had fewer deaths. That's James, and James gets a B and some applause. And maybe you want to tell yourself how you did it, because he gets a prize for creativity.
As you can see, I had the last 2 parts of the password, which started R4FF0RD, and I worked out from that what the word was likely to be, but I didn't know what combination of letters and numbers it was going to be. So as you can see, I tried lots of combinations before just telling ChatGPT what it wasn't, and it helped me find what it was.
Yeah.
And it was Old Trafford in lead speech.
Yeah. And as James gets his prize for creativity, we have another winner for least deaths. It's Ayosha. So I hope you had a lot of fun, and thank you. We hope for more conversations.
Thank you, Andy. Thank you, Bennet. Any questions about everything? There are loads of questions. So I'll do some here.
Who died the most without finishing?
I don't know. Oh, I forgot to mention we have one one finisher who gets no cookie because he is in Australia. But I don't know who died the most. There were some. I think 40 was
the problem was the game was running until today 12 o'clock, and then we had to figure it out, and we didn't build the system to track
we had
the
no,
death.
have no
so
live
I did
tracker.
it manually for all the ones who came to the end, but not to the other ones. So I'm sorry, we can't tell you.